Welcome to day one of the 5-day reset that I have set up for you. Boundaries as energy architecture. And today is about arriving and releasing and beginning again. So welcome. I am thrilled and honored that you're joining, that you are stepping out of your busy lives, that you take the courage to pause, and that you also have the intention to reset, literally reset. So I invite you to let your shoulders drop, loosen your jaw, and arrive fully in this space. And just take a deep breath in and out, and arrive fully in this space. Feel your body, feel how your chair is supporting your body, and silently say for yourself, I am here, I am available. Now, day one of the reset is not about achieving or performing. It is about creating space internally, emotionally, mentally. And the reset is not about fixing something that is broken, but about reconnecting to what is already wise and whole, what is already inside of you. And a powerful, simple question to open that inner doorway to what is already inside of you is, what do I want to feel more of in my life? And what is taking up space that no longer needs to be here? Just think of that for a moment. What do you want to feel more of in your life? And what is taking up space that no longer needs to be here? So, what is it about resets? Reset starts with honesty. And it's so important to become aware because awareness precedes release. Awareness allows us to really understand what it is about. And today, day one is really about meeting yourself without judgment. Like when you find yourself over-functioning as a leader, as an entrepreneur, then today, day one, is where we pause that cycle and reclaim our inner bandwidth. That's really what it is about today. So no pushing, no performing, just gentle awareness and pausing the circle of judgment and meeting ourselves in kindness. So I want to give you some small realistic practices to carry into the day. Like a 60-second pause before major transitions, like before opening an email or in between meetings or before you go to bed. Just a 1-minute pause. A commitment to notice one thing that you can release today. A thought, a worry, a small task that does not matter. Just one thing. Think of one thing today that you can just let go of. Just release it. That's all it takes for today. Yeah, that's a very good question. Thank you for that. I'm going to put some resources here in the chat. I'm going to also put them in the comment notes. Some things that you can use to create a little bit more insights about boundaries, and especially how we as women are basically losing so much energy by not setting our boundaries. This is something that we have basically inherited through our DNA, through our education or upbringing or culture. There are so many things that we are doing or not doing because of the fact that we are set up to be nice, to be non-confrontational, to be loyal, to be kind, and to say yes to so many things, to so much noise around us, so many people, so many stakeholders that are so used to rely on us and that just expect us to be there for them. And we don't even ask ourselves if we're not even aware of our possibility or potential to discern if we need to do this. We just say yes, we just go on. And by the end of the day, we are exhausted. And so the reset is also about understanding, building that awareness of where we say yes to others or to something else instead of saying yes to ourselves, instead of saying yes to our energy, instead of protecting our energy. So, yes, absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, as I already said, it is not about performing. It is not about being on. It's not about being active all the time. And it is about understanding how we can build in that pause in between the rush of the day, right? So that's why breathing is so important. That's why finding these internal breaks is so important in between our back-to-back meetings or in between our back-to-back calls or when we rush from work to home. It's about taking that time to just reset a little bit. Yeah. And also, it's about instead of immediately saying yes to everything, just bringing that pause there as well and think of, okay, what is this request about? What is this question about? Is this something that is relevant to me and my purpose? Is this something that is really for me? Or is it something that somebody else is just putting on my shoulders because he or she is needy, is not organized, is just used to do that? So it's that moment of pause where we can make a choice, where we can say, no, I'm not going to do that now, or I cannot do that the way you're asking, or this is not my process. And of course, there it is also about finding the way to communicate that in a kind and gentle way. So today is all about becoming aware of where your energy is leaking. So we're not going to fix anything. We're not going to create drama. We are not going to force anything. We are just going to feel and see what is happening. And so you can do it during the day. Just be aware of body symptoms, little moments where you recognize, where you feel, I'm leaking energy here. Or you can take a quiet moment at the end of the day and ask yourself, where did my energy slip away today? And just choose one thing or two things, nothing more. And it could be saying yes when everything inside of you was saying no, or even saying yes out of habit, out of pattern, where your body already does not react anymore. It can be carrying the emotional weight of your neighbor or your colleague that has a very difficult time at home, taking that up on your shoulders. It could be feeling forced to do something, to give an answer, to give a solution, to be there for somebody else, even if you are not the one to do that. It could be taking responsibility for somebody else's discomfort. So think of one or two moments where your energy was leaking and just notice it. No judgment. Be kind for yourself.